and today I'm here with
GM.
Marco. Hey, Marco, how's it going? I'm so excited to be doing this stream with you. I feel like it was long due, and yeah, how's it going over there?
Yeah, it's been like almost one year since we met first time in Bali. Super excited to finally have a chance to talk with you and to your audience. Feeling amazing, feeling excited, ready to drop some alpha and yeah, like grab a coffee, grab a tea, whatever, beer, whatever you drink and enjoy this talk.
I've got my mug
Oh,
ready here.
nice mug.
Yes, I'm actually like alien themed today. I don't know. It wasn't on purpose, but look at that, like pretty in theme. So, but yeah, it's almost our 1 year friend anniversary. How do you say that? Like, I think I mean, oh my god, when I look back, yeah, that week was crazy in Bali. So a little bit of lore here. So Mark and I met in Bali at a Solana event. It was chaos. It was chaos. We were staying in this place in Ubud, and then basically the military took over, and so it was complete chaos. And I guess we all trauma bonded this experience.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I mean, it was fun. To be honest, now looking back, it was hilarious. I don't think I'll ever forget that week. And we got to meet, and we had such a good vibes. I mean, like all the people that were there. I think it was a strong bonding experience. I do at the end of the day like have some really good memories, and yeah, that was crazy though. I wonder if they're doing it. I think they're doing it again. Will you be attending?
Yeah, they are doing it again, but I won't be attending for the obvious reasons. I don't like spending time with 500 soldiers. But jokes aside, I wish them the best of luck. I don't have time right now to go on that event because our focus is completely different this time of the year. But yeah, I hope it goes well, much better for the participants, and I hope they make something good out of it.
I think it was really unfortunate. And I mean, just to wrap up the thing, it was so unfortunate because like you have a location. Imagine there's so many things when you organize an event that are like completely out of your control. And in this case, the Indonesian government just intervened and we were just all kind of like stranded. But again, I guess these make the best memories. And now we're here and so on. So it's been like almost a year, and I feel that at the end of the day, you look back and there's so many things that can happen in crypto in a year. I mean, you guys just had like one of the biggest like hackathons ever. I mean, Solana has been making the news over and over again. New ETF launching, the market's where it's at. Yeah, it's been like a really really crazy year. And so I just thought, it would be really interesting to just have a chat and see what, how Solana is working and how it operates, because I feel a lot of people maybe know about Solana, but they don't really know why and how actually this organization is so strong and has been able to grow in the way that it did. And this is obviously thanks to, the subgroups that are powering it. You have from one side the foundation, which works as a vertical in a way. And then you have the super teams, which are spread all over the world. And you founded the Superteam Balkans, which covers various, it covers basically the whole region, right? So a little bit about, maybe like how does one found a super team? Like, how is that process? Like, how does it work? If I want to start, I mean, we have one in the UAE, so there's no need for one. But I heard that the US, like I did a stream with the guys from Solana Spaces, and apparently the US doesn't have a super team. So like how does one go about and create a super team? Like how was your experience?
Well, I'm not sure about the other leads, but I can share my story and how Super Team Balkan came to life. And I think it's really interesting story because it's really a grassroots initiative. 5 years, it basically started 5 years ago. 5 years ago, and what is interesting is that when I started my community, Super Team wasn't even a thing. It didn't exist back then. But basically, 5 years ago, now almost six, I was trying to find ways to earn some money on side hustles and everything. And since I was a kid, I was a gamer, spending time on PC, scrolling through internet, and I was like drawn to internet jobs because I didn't want to spend so much time traveling to work and back from work. So I was like trying to find ways how to make money online, as I believe most of us did. And I discovered the stock market. I discovered drop shipping. I discovered a lot of things, but for drop shipping, I thought it was too hard to get into it, which is really silly now looking back at it, because people think that drop shipping is much easier than crypto. That's like a part of the narrative. But
I
yeah,
was gonna
basically,
ask, is if somebody, because they say it's very saturated right now. Do you think it's too late? Is it too late to enter drop shipping right now as a business?
I think it's not too late, but to have an edge on that market now, you have to do crazy things. Like I'm not the expert in drop shipping, obviously, but you either have to be, in my opinion, you either have to be like have the best products, have the fastest delivery, really good customer support, or you either have to ship the cheapest prices, which is also not good. And I don't think that it's good to go buy your business but buy I'm the cheapest one, because in my opinion that's not the best. But yeah, going back to the story, I think drop shipping can be good if you find a way to get an edge, and it's getting harder day by day. So maybe it's not crazy to try it now, but I think it's much harder than it was 5 years ago. But yeah, as I said, I was trying to earn some money online, and I saw drop shipping was a cool thing, but I didn't start it. I saw stock market. Stock market was really cool, but I was like, I don't have 50, 60 years to earn some money. I need to earn money faster because I'm in a shitty place financially. So I kept digging, and after I started learning a bit more about the stock exchange, I started understanding the investing mindset, obviously. I stumbled upon a book, Rich Dad Poor Dad. If people didn't read it, I highly suggest that book. Obviously, some people now call the writer a scammer, and I'm not sure because I'm not following,
I
but
haven't
his
read
book
it.
is really great.
I know the book. It's on my list of thousands of books to read, but I've never read it, to be honest. I heard it's really good.
Yeah, so basically, in a nutshell, that book is teaching you what is the difference between a poor guy and a rich guy, and what is the difference in their habits, in their mindset, in their approach to money. And that book teaches you the fundamentals of investing, of keeping your money, of being financially literate. Basically, it gave me that foundation, and that foundation helped me a lot, honestly, because before that book I was like, I live in a shitty state because I'm from Serbia. The state is shitty, the salaries are low, it's really hard to find some job here, it's really hard to earn more money. Basically, I was giving all the power to everything else than me. And after reading that book, I was like, oh, okay, maybe the reason why I'm poor is because I'm financially dumb. It's not because I live in a shitty state. And I'm forever grateful to that book, because that book taught me about how to approach the money, what is money, how to invest, where to start. Basically, the main difference between poor people and rich people is that, I mean, the book says that, is that the rich people are using money to make more money, and poor people are working to earn money. So basically, investing, saving, running a business, like whatever, that's the fundamental difference. You need to find ways to make money while you are either sleeping or to have money working for you. The best and easiest way would be obviously investing. That's why I
This is
found
the
out about.
I'm sure I'm screen sharing here. If anybody's interested, this is the book that we're talking about. Yeah, check it out. It's been on my read list. Maybe I should buy it now. Now we spoke about.
Uh, yeah, one more last thing to say about this book, why I think it's really great. It's because the book is written in a really simple terms. It's like a novel. It's not like a financial type of technical book. It's just like a novel. So it's really cool, easy to read, easy to digest. And basically, after reading that book, I doubled down on investing. Obviously, I didn't have money to invest back then, but I was like, okay, what will I do from here? I will spend $10 a month when I get my salary and I will buy a book. And that's how I started. I literally, every first day of the month, which was my salary day, payment day, I went and bought a book. And I just kept buying books and I just kept reading books. And I understood the easy principle. I don't have money to invest, but I have time to invest, obviously. And the best investment is in your knowledge, in yourself. So I started
100%.
yeah, and I started buying books. That's how I first started investing money. And I went on YouTube, I went on Google, I went everywhere. I was just digging around.
So
And
there's no more excuse. That's one thing a point I want to make. There's no excuses if you don't like the situation you're in. If you're not making changes, you don't hate it hard enough. That's the thing. Like, ask yourself a question with all the information available. You know, we have AI, we have the internet, it's free. If you're still in that place, maybe you're just like complaining about and feeling shitty and sorry for yourself. And this is harsh, and it's a realization a lot of people need to do. And we do this in so many parts of our life, right? It's nothing to be ashamed of, but you have to be sick of being where you are to be able to change it, because you are indeed going up against sometimes, your socioeconomical situation, like things that are kind of out of your control. But like Marco's saying, you can control your mind, you can read, you can like learn things. And I see friends in the chat, by the way. What's up, EDK, Mario? Crypto Kelly saying he read the book in high school. Yeah, what's up, No Sleep Koopa? Good to see you guys show up on Twitch. It's way more fun over here. But yeah, like, and it's the same with crypto, right? There was no courses. I mean, there was obviously like some people trying to sell you courses, but there's no university. You have to go and like really dig for information, and that's also the edge, right? Like, if this information was available to everybody, the returns wouldn't be the same. Like, there
yeah,
needs to be, you need to get that edge, and that edge is information, it's knowledge. And if it was too
knowledge.
easy, you know, maybe fortunately for us, since we're here, we get those opportunity rights. And then obviously you have to keep making it work. But it doesn't matter where you are in the world. Like, it really doesn't matter. If you have a phone, you can make it happen. And you have a community that's going to support you and that's going to help you. And, just like we're chatting here, right? There's so many resources. But yeah, go get that book. If you don't know where to start, Rich Dad, Poor Dad is definitely a good one too.
Yeah, really, really nicely said. And I just want to add one more thing on top of that topic. They say, and I think it's true, the worst situations in life are situations that are not too good and not too shitty. Because in those kind of situations, you can stay for a
So
long time.
comfortable. So
Yeah, like,
comfortable.
yeah,
The
that's the
worst.
killer.
Yeah, that's the
But
worst.
yeah, also find your local super team if you want to start. That's the cheat code. But yeah, I will speed up a story a bit. I found out about investing, etc. Went on digging on because I didn't like the stock ROI. Obviously, it's really cool, it's really safe, but I don't have enough money and I don't have 40, 50, 60 years to get better life. So I discovered Bitcoin. Bitcoin was too expensive for me. Kept on digging, discovered Ethereum, bought my first Ethereum like for $100, and I went to sleep. I woke up, and tomorrow that $100 was $120. It blew my mind. Back then, I was working 8 hours for $20. So I was like, okay, I'm on top of something here. Like, this is really cool.
And you got that
Started.
sign, right? Because there's always like, I feel like, whenever you try something new, there's going to be signs. And if you're, listening, look at the signs, follow
Yeah,
the omens, the signs. If you're on the right path, you will get confirmation somehow that that's the good direction to go.
yeah,
Always,
yeah.
always.
I completely agree. Universe is talking in sign language with us. So yeah, earned my first $20 on Ethereum. I was like, okay, this is cool. This can help me make money. Started digging further, discovered NFTs on Ethereum. Bought my first NFT, flipped it for 1K dollar profit. That changed my life because I that was like 2.5 salaries at that point, which I earned in one day from flipping NFTs on Ethereum. I was so happy. I doubled down even more on crypto, but the problem was that I had to pay gas fee, which was my 1 month salary. So I was like, okay, this is not sustainable.
It's so rough to get.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. This is not sustainable. Started digging further and finally discovered Solana. I discovered Solana when it was like still early. I discovered it like sub $5, $6, $7, $8. I cannot remember. But when I discovered Solana, it was still just like starting to exist. I saw that NFTs on Solana also exist. Tripled down on NFTs on Solana. Uh, like just smart thing to add, small thing to add. I transferred all of my money to my Solana wallet, to my Soulflower wallet. I didn't know anything about scams back then, and first Solana mint, I was so hyped, I was getting FOMO'd. I kept clicking, boom, my money gone.
no,
I'm
no,
so yeah,
no,
I lost
that's
it
so
all.
rough. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
yeah, I
Oof.
lost it all on my first ever Solana mint,
I'm glad you're still
and
here.
I
A lot of
was
people give up.
Yeah, I was honestly, I was fucking depressed because I started feeling good for the first time financially, and boom, that happened. But then I was like, okay, I will learn a lesson. I will see how I can create multiple wallets. I will start grinding again because I was a gamer. I started building Discord servers in the Solana's NFT space. I got paid, earned my first Solana for making Discord servers, started flipping NFTs again. I was in the right time, in the right space, in the right spot. I earned like multiple dozens of thousands of dollars, which changed my life again. I quit my shitty daily job and
Nice.
I decided to like go full on Solana. I went so deep on Solana, and because that changed my life, the profits that I made from flipping NFTs, I was like, oh, okay, this is cool. I want to show this to entire world. I started creating content about Solana, made a Discord server. That Discord server was the first Discord community on Solana in the Balkans ever, 5 years ago, before Superteams existed. And I even didn't know about business. I didn't know about Superteam because it didn't exist. I didn't know anything. I was just building the community because I wanted to give back. I wanted to learn people. I wanted to teach people. I wanted to show them the opportunity. And I was like, this is cool, start with this. People started entering community just kept growing. I didn't even have Twitter. I didn't do any marketing. It was just word of mouth. People came in, felt the vibe, loved the community,
And they
started talking
stayed.
to each other. Sorry,
And
what?
they stayed.
Yeah, they stayed. They started talking to each other in the native language, and that kept growing. And then I went to Breakpoint in Amsterdam, where I met Cash Danda, who was the founder, or not founder, but he was the main guy for the super teams. I got introduced to him with from my co-founder Josip and Mattia.
When
I
was the
told
super team? When was it founded? When was the first super team
super
founded?
team Super team was founded 4 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, Super Team India was the first super team. Basically, my two co-founders, I also found them online on Discord. I invited them to community. They loved what I was building, and we went to Breakpoint without even thinking about Super Team. I got introduced to the Super Team idea from Josip, my co-founder. We talked to Cash. I told him what I was building for years. I showed him like who are my connections, who are the people inside the community. We're doing some really cool stuff. For example, we had like a donation wallet, and we will like helping people. We would help people in the community by sharing the money from the donation wallet. Cash absolutely loved the idea. Foundation thought it made sense, and 2 years ago I started Super Team Balkan.
That's sick. That's so cool. And so how big is yeah, they're Quix is saying Super Team Balkans on top. Honestly, everyone I've met from the Super Team Balkan has been just amazing as a person. Like you guys are just like cool and like
Thank you.
nice
Thank you.
people everywhere. Like everywhere. Always like amazing vibes. The Balkans are like really a vibe. How many people are part of the super team now, and like how does one, let's say like, you know, you live in the Balkans and you want to join, like you know, how do you join, and then what are the benefits, like why would that be, you know, why should I
Mm.
join super team?
Yeah, good question. So, first of all, every super team is different in a way. Obviously, super team UAE, for example, is more focused on governments, institutions, banks. We are more focused on community, startups, funding. All super teams are different because obviously they are in different states and there is different climate in all the states. Government is looking different on crypto. So every super team is a bit different. And for example, how to join Super Team Balkan? There are a few ways. Uh, Easiest way would be if you are building a startup, you can become a member of Super Team Balkan. We can help you grow that startup. Second part would be if you are like a good public speaker, if you have connections to universities, you can help us go to universities, talk with professors, talk with students. Basically, easiest would be to explain like this: if you're doing any kind of business development for Super Team Balkan, you are eligible to be a member. uh, Best would be to either be a high quality member that can help us, like we can help him find a job, he can find a startup, he can get funds and raise for his startup, whatever. But also we are
I
giving
saw, by the way,
members.
I saw one of your LinkedIn posts saying that you've like facilitated over like 100 jobs or something crazy like that, right?
Yeah,
So this is like, you know, this isn't like BS, right? Like this, there are opportunities out there.
no, it's not BS.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's like a lot of opportunities that, you know, if you're out there, you've got talent and you live in the Balkans, like super team, that's the place to
yeah,
be. Like you have to
yeah.
speak to Marco and the guys. Like there's a lot
Exactly.
going on.
Yeah, just talk to me. I can help you. And to answer your question, why join Super Team? Super Team is a cheat code, honestly. Like, if you are a project founder, we can help you with intros, we can help you with VCs, we can help you with your pitch deck, with your go to market strategy, we can help you pivot. Basically, we are accelerator and incubator. Like, we can help you with all the stages. If you are pre seed, super early, only have idea, or if you have revenue already, we can help you scale it. We are helping startups go from 1 to 0, from 0 to 1, from 1 to 10, and from 10 to 100. uh, we are helping all kind of startups. If you are a founder, also if you want to learn, you should join Super Team. We can offer grants, we can offer network, we can offer distribution, we can offer connections, we can offer knowledge. Basically, we are paid to help grow the Solana ecosystem and community in the region. Literally, Solana Foundation is paying me to help you. If you are not part of Super Team, what the hell are you doing? Like, honestly, to all the listeners.
There you go. Go join Super Team. What's up,
Yeah.
Ty? That's fun. Good to see your friends in the chat. And so I know that I mean, this whole year you guys also organized a lot of in real life events. I know you had a whole sort of week in Croatia. This was like back in, what is it, like July or
Yeah,
June, which, you know, like you guys organized like a whole week for founders and you do workshops and so
two
on.
weeks.
2 weeks in some pretty sick locations. So that's like really cool. And what about the hackathon? Because when we caught up, I know that you were telling me there's some like really interesting startups that, you know, you guys have been that you that saw participate, and I was curious a little bit about like how is the ecosystem growing in terms of like Solana ecosystem, because like you mentioned, we started with NFTs, and it was all about NFTs, and you have like a big meme coin wave, and there's a lot of different applications depending on what stage of your growth you're at. And I'm very curious to see what's the next step for Solana. I mean, they're definitely going towards a more institutional side of things, but at the same time, the feel is that they still want to. You still need to have a vibrant ecosystem with builders that are choosing your tech to dedicate their time and resources into building something on Solana, for example, right? Because at the end, that is how an ecosystem is going to grow. You need to have people build, and you need to have transactions, and you need to sell, like, have that block space used pretty much. So what, like, tell me about the hackathon, and also like, was this just for Balkan based founders, or was it open to
So
others?
yeah, it's a global Solana hackathon. But just to touch on your question a bit, next year will be the year of dApps. That's the narrative of Solana. Obviously, we are doing institutions and we are trying to onboard more banks, more institutions, to onboard governments and everything. But the next year, I think that it will be the year of builders of applications. It's going in cycles. We had NFTs, shitcoins, builders. I think now we are like going back to roots, I would say, because builders are one of the main reasons why this ecosystem is thriving.
Do you see a meme
So
coin cycle coming back, like the one we've had?
yeah, I think that next year, especially because I highly believe that we are slowly entering a bear market, I think the next year will be year of building and year of revolutionizing the tech, as we know, of really cool apps. I will talk about some of them from the Balkans, but I think that in like if we talk again in 1 year and look back, I think the next year will be filled with really exciting applications and softwares that people would love to use, that will either be really handy or helpful or fun to use. I really believe now the climate is shifting to people who will build really cool stuff that people will use.
So no more meme coins.
I hope. Jokes aside, like from a less business perspective, I think meme coins will never die because people like to gamble, people like casino, people like to believe that they can earn million with $10. So I don't think that will ever go away fully, but I think that we can get builders on a stage and in the focus for next 1 2 years. And I think that we should. If bear market comes, people won't trade that much.
It's definitely I mean, in bear markets, or at least slow periods, it's definitely a good time to nail it down and focus on, your go to market, your product. It's easier to build when things are, a bit quieter. And especially if you're a first time founder and you're discovering a whole ecosystem, it will be, your network is so important, and it's so much easier to actually stand out if there's not all this noise out. So definitely,
Yeah,
there's always an opportunity. And then when it's high times, you can just ride that hype cycle, And if you're starting early, when things are quiet, you can just like catch that wave, and it's the best of both worlds. We have Panagot saying that, yeah, it certainly has the biggest building community. And so what are the kind of apps? Because I assume like obviously the apps that are coming to the hackathon are early stage. What kind of like consumer apps, the apps have you been seeing, or the ones? Did you announce the winners already?
no.
No.
Just to explain this a bit more, there is a project that is called Colosseum. Colosseum is also accelerator, and it's basically supported by Solana Foundation, and it's Solana's hackathon accelerator and venture fund, uh, which was basically originally the Solana Foundation team. Colosseum is. Let me just share the link if
Oh,
people
here
are
I'm
interested.
screen sharing. I'm showing the Twitter page.
Oh yeah, so Colosseum is organizing the hackathons. They are organizing two hackathons a year. They are literally supported by Solana Foundation. Prize pool is like 2.5 million,
Wow.
which is really sick. The best 10 teams will get 250K each to build their startup further. So when we say we are organizing a hackathon, actually Colosseum is organizing a hackathon, but all the super teams are competing in that hackathon. If you can, I just want to show you something. If you can just on that link, if you can add uh, border analytics
Um.
on the link which you just opened.
Ah. Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
Where should I go?
on the link next to the Colosseum.com. Just add cross-line analytics.
Ah, like this. Okay.
Yeah. Analytics. Yeah.
There. Let's go.
Thank you.
Oh no. I.
Uh, oh, wait. Just a second. Colosseum Analytics. Uh, oh,
Do you want a screen share or I can
can I
give
send
you?
you the link on Telegram?
Yeah, send me on Telegram and I'll.
Yes, thank you. I just want to show something else. Sent you the link.
Yes. Here we go. All right. It's coming up.
Perfect. Uh, you can see the crazy numbers. Honestly, like this is wild. By the way, this hackathon was the it was the largest crypto hackathon ever and one of the largest in tech history.
Wow.
It's crazy. Like honestly, and if you scroll a bit down, you can see the top 10 countries just a bit up, and here we are basically number 5, which is
Let's go.
crazy.
Balkans number 5. That's
Yeah, and there
sick.
you can see all the countries that we are covering.
Serbia number 3. I see it. It's there. That's so. Oh, and then you have Indonesia as well in the. That's really impressive.
Yeah, but honestly, like we are so happy about this number because Balkans is actually really small, and I just want to say that information is not yet visible, but we are the fourth biggest in terms of teams. We have 77 teams from the Balkans, which is absolutely
Wow.
bonkers. We cannot believe that is happening. We are so happy with that. But 77 teams building on Solana right now in Balkans, it's crazy, honestly, and it's just a proof of our growth, and we are so happy about that because finally we are seeing the startup culture and mentality is changing in the Balkans, mostly due to our work.
That's amazing. Do you guys feel a bit like, the parents that are seeing, the children grow and it's like,
Yes.
oh, that's
Honestly,
really cool.
honestly, this fills my heart and soul so much. I cannot believe like I'm so happy because we are bringing the brighter future to the Balkans because Balkans is fucked up honestly in terms of politics, economy, everything. One of the easiest ways to make money online. We are helping people make that happen. We also help few projects raise more than $7 million so far,
Wow,
which is
okay.
really big in the Balkans. So we are actually doing amazing work, and I'm so happy about that because we are leaving a legacy to future generations.
That's really awesome. And then what kind of like what are the your favorite startups that you saw kind
Yeah,
of like emerge? Because I know there's when we spoke, you were there's quite a variety in terms of like projects that are coming up. Some super wholesome. Um, so
yeah.
yeah, if you can say obviously like personal views in terms of
So,
like
so I won't share all of them, and I'm really sorry for some of them that I might miss. But I want to share the ones that would be interesting for people. The first project that I will showcase now, you can also share screen and find them on Twitter. This project will make your life easier and you will love it. Just type spend,
all
but
right, let me do
with
it.
yeah, but with number 3, not e, spend.
All right, here we go. This one.
Yep, that one. So, guys, hear me out. Spend is building amazing, amazing, amazing thing. You can buy things on Amazon, Temu, whatever, with your stable coins. You don't need to do KYC. You can just go to spend.shop. You can put your items from Amazon in your cart, and then you can pay with your USDC, USDT.
That's pretty sick. That's
Yeah.
very sick. The no KYC thing, especially right now, if you're in Europe, like,
Yeah, I
yeah,
love them. Honestly, I love
like
them
you have this is
as the
gonna
guys. Yeah, and
save your
also they're
life.
making my life so easier. Like crazy, crazy, crazy.
Nice, 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 nice. Oh, here, yeah, they won the Solana hackathon winners.
Yeah, they won the Solana Mobile Hackathon. We are rooting for them. Honestly, they are really, really cool. Projects that we helped like since day zero. They are now doing amazing things, generating revenue. This project is like ready to blow up. Honestly,
Nice.
yeah, just
Any app that allows us to like spend and use crypto in a normal way. Obviously, hodling is great, but you know you need to be able to convert it into fiat to, because not all shops are going to be accepting Solana. Unfortunately, not yet. So yeah, any of these, and then on top of that, if you don't have to KYC, because honestly, the laws that are being like proposed in Europe are quite are very harsh. They're very harsh. Like I think the UK, I mean, yeah, they're not in Europe anymore, but the UK is going to impose like a limit of like 20K in value. You cannot hold more than 20K worth of stable coins, which I don't know how that's going to be looking like, not just for individuals, but also for businesses and so on. In Europe, you're going to have to KYC every single transaction you make. To be honest, they're doing it here as well. Like, in the UAE, every time you send from a centralized exchange, you do have to verify. You have to let them know who you're sending it to. Is it one of your wallet? They are trying to de-anonymize the web. That's definitely something that's been happening. But, there need to be alternative for you to be able to do that. And yeah, this is like really cool.
yeah, really excited about that one. The second one that is also really interesting and I want to feature is Hwaba with two B,
How do I spell that?
HOBBA.
Hoba.
Yes, that
This?
one.
Okay. Let me
So
give them a
this is
follow.
like this concept blew my mind and it will blow your mind as well. It's self-repaying loans. Like
Explain to me like I'm 5.
yeah, 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 I just
what,
wanted to say that. Like
what does it mean?
uh I have my Bitcoin, but I don't want to sell my Bitcoin, but I need money. I can lend you my Bitcoin as a collateral, and then you can give me 70% of that Bitcoin value. I can use the money, and then when I'm finished, I can give you the money back and you send me my Bitcoin back. Basically, loaning, borrowing, and loaning. But this concept is amazing because this is self-repaying. Like we don't have to worry to get liquidated with loans and everything. We can just set it and forget. It's really hard to explain how it works in background because I'm not like a DeFi seeking engineer, but this concept is really great because basically you can just loan something and then you can forget about it and the loan will repay itself. It's great, great, great concept. Never seen on Solana so far. So yeah, definitely check those guys out. This will be huge,
Nice.
huge.
Oh, and I see
Also,
Simon's in the chat as well, by the way. He's saying,
yeah.
what are we doing here? Yeah. If they're saying
GM.
GM, Tim was asking if borrowing, do they need collateral? Well, your
Yeah,
collateral is your Bitcoin, let's say. Like
yeah,
you
or
do need.
Solana. You
Yeah.
can they are building a layer on top of Camino. That's
Okay.
easiest way to explain it. By the way, Simon, shout out to Simon. He's our first member ever.
Of Super Team.
Yeah, he's the first
Sick.
member of Superteam Balkans actually. Woo!
Shout out to Simon.
Yeah, but basically this is amazing. It helps you a lot with liquidity issues. It repays itself over time. You don't have to worry about it. Great product. Also expecting them to be one of the winners. Um Next project that I want to showcase, which is really really dear to my heart, and I think people will love it. Hive Beats
Like this.
is second one. Okay,
You told me about this one.
okay, yeah,
Yeah, this
yeah,
one's
yeah.
so cool.
This
Like,
project is basically saving bees' lives. That's
which is
that's the
saving your
easiest.
life basically because we need
Yeah,
bees.
is easiest way to explain it is that this is RVA deep in project that is building a hardware that you install under the beehive, and it lets you and the hardware is measuring the temperature, the like all the external forces in the beehive, and then you can track should you lower the temperature, should you change the temperature, this and that. What is really great about this project is that it's literally saving bees, and when they finish with the hardware, all other beekeepers will be able to use it. And the biggest selling point is that 50% of beekeepers improve their businesses by 10x if they implement technology into the beekeeping.
That's so cool. And I'm showing here a video of how beekeeping happens. That's really
Yeah,
cool.
and like the team is super stacked. The founder is 15 years engineer and also like 10 years in the beekeeping business. They have over I think 1.5k beehives across the
Oh my god.
Balkans. Uh, the goal is super super cool. They are literally saving the planet. I don't know if you guys know, but if bees dies, we will die with them. Like they are literally the overlords of the nature. They got traction. They got great team. I love those guys. The mission is so cool. They are proper grinders. I think they can do great stuff together in the future. And I personally invested into some of the beehives that they are selling. Basically,
Ah,
if
yeah.
you
So
buy,
you can buy one of these, right?
yeah, so you buy an NFT. That NFT is actually a real world beehive. You get the honey, you get the bee products, and you will also get the money in the future if this business grows. And I truly believe it will, because bees are in a big danger right now.
What's the price of a beehive if I wanted to
It
buy one?
it's $600.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
And do you get some honey as well from
Yes, you get the
did they
best
ship to the
honey
UAE?
ever. I can make them ship to you.
Oh, that would be so nice. I love good honey. And that's one thing, like just side note, the honey you buy in the supermarket, if you're not sure that it's like organic, it's not honey. It's sugar. Like it's not real. You
Yeah,
will not
exactly.
get honey is a superfood, so you need to make sure that like when you buy honey, it's like the real thing and that it comes from, real bees and it's
Bravo.
not just like sugar. Yeah. No sleep Kuba is saying I love honeybees, they're awesome. They are, and they that's the thing, like if bees extinct, so do we, because they help us like cross pollinate. They're the ones that bring they
Mhm.
fly around and they bring pollen from one flower to another and they help our nature just like be alive. So yeah, a very simplistic way of explaining it.
Yes, but this problem,
Yeah.
this project is solving real issues. Also, I'm kudos to you for saying that about honey. The research shows that 80% of honey is now fake.
Yeah,
That is
it's
wild.
bad. It's really
And
bad.
yeah, and Hybits is fixing all the problems. Also, what is really good about this project is that this project can scale to farms, animals. It doesn't only have to be beehives and bees.
That's cool. That's
Great
really
project.
very wholesome. We definitely like to see these kind of projects
Yes,
using
definitely.
leveraging tech to improving the world.
Exactly. Definitely drop them a follow, support them. Guys, they are trying to save our sorry asses.
And you get honey. And you get honey. I'm gonna check it out. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's really cool.
Uh,
Um,
I just want to point out one more really interesting project,
Nice.
and then we can move to another topic if you want. It's called Git Work.
Git work like GitHub.
Yep.
This one.
Second one. Yep.
Make money on GitHub. Hmm.
Super simple, super cool, super easy. Love the idea. If you are builder, if you are a developer, if you are contributing on GitHub, this is like a Fiverr for GitHub. Super easy. Like you can earn money by contributing on GitHub, basically like a Fiverr built on top of GitHub. Git
Cool.
work, amazing project. You get paid for contribution. You can earn money. This can also scale a lot. The team is cracked. Love those guys. Definitely, definitely really interesting projects coming out of the kitchen from Superteam Balkan.
Sick. And this one is built by some guys from Super Team, right?
Yeah, yeah,
All of
yeah. All
them.
the projects that
Okay,
I showed
sick.
you are built from by guys from our
Very,
super
very
team.
cool. Very sick. By the way, we have Josip saying milk is the most faked product, then olive oil followed by honey. What do you milk? I didn't know about milk.
Yep, because basically, for example, in Serbia, what happened? George Soros bought all the milk companies in Serbia, all the biggest ones, and because he bought them, he just lowered the price a lot because it's not milk, it's powder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and because he's using powder and not the real milk, he can allow to drop the prices so much. And then the other companies that wanted to stay competent, they also needed to lower the price and how to do it using the powder. Like now, it's really really hard to even find proper milk in Serbia, and that is problem
Wow.
globally. Like literally, you can if you see any branded milk in Serbia, 90% it's
It's powder.
powder.
I did not know that. I don't I yeah, I'm
It's crazy.
wow. I'm a oat milk girl. So I
Same.
haven't like I haven't like which I don't think it's that like it has its own problems to be honest. You're drinking oil and fat, but whatever. I did not know that. That's insane. You really need to read those labels. Honestly, if you care about yourself and what you're putting
Mhm.
in your body, it's like you have to eat locally. You have to make sure you know the farms. Like it's tough. Like it's really tough. And olive oil, yes, olive oil as well. That I know because I grew up in Italy. My family was making olive oil as well, and like we know it's the quality control. Also, like knowing where the olives come. You know, it's saying it's made in Italy, but it's not. You need to really make sure that the oil is done properly, and it's also the best quality is pressed, cold pressed, because it won't destroy all the nutritional properties for that. It's going to be way more expensive. Also, when you look at olive oil, do not buy olive oil that is like very transparent. You can immediately tell it's not good quality. It's going to be bad for you. So yeah, just read up on what you're putting in your in your body. It's like super important. But yeah, back to git work.
Yeah.
This is like
As I said,
yeah,
like there is a really big problem in the open source community and in community of people who are earning money from bug bounties and stuff like that because
yeah.
they could not monetize a lot of those ventures. Now they will be able to monetize that, and this project is so simple and easy to explain and easy to understand, and it helps a lot of developers. Super bullish on those guys, super bullish on that cute octopus, and the project is great.
It's a very cute
Uh,
octopus. Simon is saying jumped out for a moment and jumped back in. We're talking about olive oil. Yes. Yes,
yeah,
yes.
I, I, I'm sorry for all the projects that I cannot mention. That there is 77 of you. I love all of you. The projects are great. Some of them are too technical. Some of them are too DeFi, etc. These ones are the ones that I'm sure they will excite the listeners. And I just want to point out one more project that is also
Tell
making
me.
our lives easier. Trade rooms.
Like this? Yes, here
Yes.
we go.
Also making your life easier. Introducing trade rooms. Book on and
Ah, this
trade
is so
hotel
good.
nights as NFTs on Solana.
Nice. Very good. For, I mean, a lot of us travel a lot. This is really cool.
This is no brainer. Come on. You know what's the best part about this project? Imagine this. I book a hotel. I cannot stay in that hotel. After the booking, I receive an NFT. I can just list my NFT on the marketplace. People can buy my NFT, and with that NFT, they buy the booking as well.
That's pretty sick.
Great, great, great product, definitely.
Nice. Yeah. I guess they're like, what's the background of the team?
So they are also really stacked. They are developers for like more than I think also 10 years. One of those three co-founders, I forgot which one of them used to work at hotel booking, something like that, for more than 15 years. Uh, this is their fourth hackathon so far. They
Nice.
really know their shit. One of the best teams we are talking with. Super bullish on those guys.
Nice.
Problem and solution is real. I hate booking when I don't have cast, or when I don't have my when I have to pay with fiat. So this is actually solving a lot of problems for all of us digital nomads in
Yeah,
crypto.
100%. By the way, we've got the Good Work team in the chat saying thank you guys. What's up? Congrats on building such a cool project. Hope you guys yeah, hope it gets used a lot.
Yeah, but basically, I will wrap this up with the project right now here. But I'm just super happy with the diversity of the projects, with the quality of the teams, with yeah, tried out, perfect. It's super cool, basically.
Let's see which hotels they've got here in Dubai. A little staycation. Cool.
And you can pay with USDC. You get a super nice NFT. It's looking pretty cool. And if you cannot go or whatever happens, you can just list that on the marketplace and sell it.
Nice. What if I want to go to Rome? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, super happy with the diversity of projects, of what they are building, of the quality of the teams. We have ex Meta, ex Tesla, ex Soulflare. Like, we have really, really good teams this year around, and I think we have really good chances to win. The results will be live on the breakpoint, so Super Team Balkan might be losing its mind on in the breakpoint crowd.
Oh my god. I can't wait. I'll be there. So we'll see you guys in Breakpoint. And so, you've obviously seen a lot of, I don't know if you need to go, but we can keep going
No,
if
I'm
you're free.
chill. I'm chill.
Okay, okay, cool. Obviously when you're in crypto, a lot of the time we see very early stage like pre-MVP kind of startups, first time founders. A lot of the time, the teams are very technical, but it's their first time. They might be really good at building something, but there needs to be more than that to be able to build a solid startup. Like, in your
Hmm.
opinion, and this is, also for founders that are going to be starting, or maybe you want to build something and you're thinking about creating your own project, but there's certain ingredients that are necessary for a startup to succeed and go from that point of 0 to 1, right? Like, what is the common thread that you've seen among, let's say, like Trade Room and Git Work and all the projects that we've just mentioned, like, going from like the team to the product. Like, there needs to be some kind of commonalities in terms of like what makes a strong
Really,
project, right?
really, really good question. From my experience so far, I am looking for the teams, not the products. Obviously, products are important, ideas are important, but the team behind it, it's much, much more important, in my opinion.
Especially at that
So,
stage, right? When you're basically
especially
selling
at
an
early.
idea. Yeah.
Yeah. So I will touch on some of the common things with the founders who are good and the founders who are bad. I won't be mentioning any name of the project, but the projects that I showed you, those are all the good teams. For me, number one red flag in founder is being super close to critiques, being super defensive, being a bad listener, and thinking that people who give you feedback are wishing you bad. Not necessarily wishing you bad, but I saw dozens of founders who are really bad at taking critiques and feedbacks.
This sounds like this sounds like from, a point of experience.
Yes,
Yeah.
but
Not just
but
like theory. This
yeah,
is like a real life experience here that
it's so true because
yeah.
I saw a lot of them. I talk with a lot of them. Like I just want to tell them, like, bro, you're literally getting free advice. Why the fuck would you be angry or defensive or like whatever? I don't know. But basically, the biggest, in my opinion, biggest red flag is not being open to feedback, not being open to critique, and not handling the critique in a proper manner. And on the other side, the best green flag with founders are they are flexible, they are open to listen, they are open to pivot, they are open to change, they are open to improve, they are open to hear bad things about their projects. And that's why we saw projects coming with bad pitch decks, with bad ideas, with bad products, but with good mindset. We help them pivot, and now they are like literally participating for the victory,
Nice.
because it's really important to be open, and it's really important to listen, and like even if someone is new, he can tell you something really valuable. My personal philosophy is you can learn from someone that is both 7 years old and 77 years old. So always be open, and that's like the main thing. The second thing, is obviously prioritization. Good projects know how to make priorities. They know what is important, what is not important, and also good founders can handle multiple things at once. Because when you are in a startup, you are not just doing marketing, or you are not just doing development, or you are not just doing
You're
this and
doing
that.
everything.
Especially when you are a co-founder or a founder, bro, you need to be all at once, like, so
And be
the
organized. And be organized. That you
yeah,
need to be organized. There's no other way. Like
yeah,
you have to.
exactly. Good founders are really fucking resilient. Whatever goes wrong, whatever goes their way, they will just accept it, learn from it, grow from it, and continue pushing. Patience, resilience. uh, you need to be mad in a way, but in a positive way. You need to be like mad, and you need to believe that you are the one that can make it work. And you also need to walk it like you talk it. It's not just I think I can do it. You need to show it. People like boldness, people like authenticity, people like confidence. so
100%. If you're not going to
so
believe in your project, like why would anyone else do? You should be your
yeah,
biggest like fan. Be obsessed
yeah,
about
for
what you're
for
building.
I agree. And for example, I will tap myself on the shoulder a bit here, but I started taking English classes. Obviously, my English is not the best, but it's good, and I can communicate on English 24/7. But I still want to improve, and I still want to go to English classes. I don't think that I'm the best at it, and all the good founders also need to be realistic about their bad sides.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, especially if you're participating in a hackathon, right? Ultimately, you're going to be judged. You're going to also people are going to be seeing how you're interacting with others, right? It's a very social environment, and there's a lot of things that need to be put in place. But at the end of the day, it's competitive, and the price is worth it, right? So I guess a lot of the time when you see people, it's like, what's your real goal? Is it to like satisfy your ego? Is it to, satisfy this part of yourself that wants to be right? Or is it to actually succeed and manage to like achieve great things? And like you said, you need to be flexible, and there's a lot of things that need to be put in place, especially if you're coming from that place, because there are so many resources. If you're building on Solana, you're going to be surrounded by really talented people with a lot of resources, great networks. You know, you're going to get the world is going to be opened up for you, but you need to show that you're worth it and that you're going to be able to actually like stay alive in this world, right? So I think attitude
Mm,
is definitely, because at the end, it's always about people. Like that's one thing that people, and maybe it's different. It's a little bit tough, especially when, you know, you're building in tech, because you need to have this very technical side, which, you know, is very rational. It's very, you know, result driven. And but at the same time, to succeed, you also need to be more people focused and have a creative side of, you know, let's say like a more larger overview, less detail oriented, people person kind of like personality, right? So yeah, if you feel like you're not that person, if you're very technical, if you're crack dev, whatever you want to call it, get a co-founder. Go find yourself a co-founder that can actually like fill that spot. You don't have to do it all alone. It's really tough to be a solo founder. I think a lot of people don't really realize what it means socially. It's a very, very lonely road. And it's tough, right? So yeah, if you want to just go find yourself a co-founder, you know, it's definitely a relationship that's going to be really important. That's going to help you. If you find that right person, it can really make a huge difference. And I guess that you guys also like help match, right?
mm,
Yeah. So that
exactly.
the lonely journey as a founder is definitely something that's very underestimated. That was the
Yeah.
first thing a friend told me when I told him I wanted really to be, I didn't want to be an employee anymore. I wanted to start my own thing. That was the first thing I was told. And I was just like, it's fine, you know. But then, especially in the beginning, it's a lot of sacrifices to pay. It's a lot of sacrifices. You have to, you know, set your priorities in a different way.
Yeah, exactly what I said, and you said it beautifully. Good founder knows how much sacrifice it takes, and he is able to do that. And like, I will now go fucking bonkers philosophical, but like, there is a story about the guy that from the Bible. I for just a second. Uh, like, there is a story with in the Bible from a guy that sacrifices his kid to for Jesus. Basically, it carries a lot of metaphor. I know some people don't like that story, but I think it's really strong, because
It's Abraham
to
and Isaac.
exactly. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, we call it Avram in our language. Yeah, exactly. Like, God asked him, "Do you trust in me fully?" And he said, "Yes, I do." And he killed his son. Obviously, I'm not asking founders to kill their children, but it's important to sacrifice. Like, and everything in this world is trade off. You can have time, not enough sleep, money, not enough friends, whatever. You need to see what you're able to sacrifice, and you need to see what trade-offs you're able to pull. Not everyone is fit to be successful. Not everyone is fit to be a founder. Not everyone is fit to be whatever, maybe not a media person or whatever. You need to find what works for you, what you are good at, what you are bad at. You need to find what you can sacrifice.
Let's be
And
real.
now,
So most of the time, that sacrifice is like drinking at the bar or at the pub on the weekend. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
come on. You know what? Like, there's a lot of people and that, you know, are complaining about their situation and so on, and they don't have time and they don't have time to start a business or a side hustle, but they do have the time to go out and party on the weekend and get drunk and like, sure, but then your priority is this. Like, just be real. Like, you can make time if you want it hard enough. Like, you can do it. Like, it doesn't
Yeah.
mean that you have to. There's no. I think there's also something that, you know. At the end of the day, there is nothing. Like, you're gonna go for a very difficult and uncomfortable life with a lot of, and you're gonna be taking a lot of risk as a founder. You know, you have to also think of where you're at in your situation. If you're straight out of college and you're good, you don't have a crazy debt to repay, like you're in a position where you can actually take those risks, where you don't have a mortgage, you don't have kids, go do it. Go do it. If you are on the other side, I do understand that you need to adjust accordingly. And it's to everybody on their own to actually figure out where they're at and like how much risk they can take. But again, the more risk, the more reward. And ultimately you sacrifice, social life for a bit and you earn freedom. You earn
Yep.
freedom to live, be outside the system that, was imposed to you by your government or where you're living. You're going to discover freedom. And for the people around you, you're going to connect with other people that have this mindset and, like live a different life. You're not living in
Yeah.
the same, we're all in the same world, but we're not necessarily living the same reality as someone that is chained to their 9 to 5 and is struggling really hard to make their ends meet. And it's at this point, there's so much out there to help yourself. You know what I mean? Like there's so many things that you can do. So yeah, just start today. And there's people, and crypto's great because there's a whole ecosystem. You've got communities, they're free to join. There's discords, like people are there to help you. And this is something that I think in the beginning when I joined crypto, I was quite like shy. I lurked, like I didn't take part of like the Twitter game so much. I was quite, let's say like, yeah, just a bit shy, right? And I think if I had to do it all over again, I would probably spend much more times in Discords and ask questions and talk to people and not be afraid to ask questions.
Yes.
Because I do think that there's an opportunity cost for every time that you decide to be afraid and not put yourself out there because you might be judged, because you're afraid of, embarrassing yourself, whatever that is, in front of people with PFPs and cartoons that you don't really know their names and it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? So that's one thing. If I had to go back, is really ask more questions. It would have accelerated my growth like so much. Not that I'm not there now, but that is definitely, if you're starting and you're listening, like don't be afraid. And if someone's being an asshole and they don't want to answer a question, like just go somewhere else, and you'll find people where it's nice and then the environment is not it's friendly and people want to grow. So there's enough for everybody, honestly. So yeah, that's definitely something that I do think about.
Beautifully.
I do think about sometimes. I'm like, if only I had asked just questions I had and I didn't like struggle by myself for certain things, because it's complicated. If you're not technical, it's like so fucking complicated around here. But yeah, like, that's one of the things that.
Beautifully said.
Uh,
Like this is amazing take. I love it. I completely agree with you. And now you reminded me of one more thing that I actually wanted to say about good founders. Good founders are shameless, but not in a way they are walking naked on the street, but in a way that they are not afraid to bump people, to ask them questions, to be persuasive, to like always seek the answers. Best founders I know are always dragging other people in a good way. Hey, I need this. I need this. Can you connect me with this? Hey, I talked with you about this 1 month ago. I'm again. What changed? I'm here again. Like I'm coming in 10 days again, in 15 days again. It doesn't matter. Like you need to be shameless in a way. But in my opinion, that's also a green flag. If I saw someone that is approaching me for 5 times for something, I can see that it means to him. And maybe then I will maybe even prioritize it
if you haven't
because
blocked him yet, though,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Basically,
it's
yeah.
like.
But I know how it is. Sometimes I'm so busy I forget to reply. What would be if someone asked me for like a life-changing connection? I forgot to reply, not because I hate that guy or whatever. I just forgot I'm messy, and he never bumped me again.
Yeah,
Like
you don't want it hard enough if that's the case. That's
exactly. Opportunity cost is huge, as you said. So be shameless, but in a good way.
yeah, manners still count. Yeah, like that's definitely something that sometimes there's certain etiquettes that need to be like respected, and that's just showing up on call if you can, turn on your camera. Like you want people to remember your face as well. Like of course crypto's built, there's the whole like privacy, anonymity ethos, whatever, but at the end of the day, having a face, putting a face to a business will make you grow so much more, just because people will, they will grow and they will have that emotional connection to you, a person, not a Twitter page or a
Yeah.
business. Like you need to put that face behind a business. And it's really important to build, you know, I'm not saying every project has a founder or the big personal brands, but those that do have it, they really make their lives so much easier. If you have following, if people know you, you build that trust, which is a huge thing. We're operating in a trustless environment. Trust is the number one thing that you have to prioritize if you're starting. And you can do this by growing your network, by growing your brand online, on Twitter, you know, joining communities, whatever that is. Just establish yourself as someone that is trusted and worthy. And yes, trust is everything. And then, you know, also people are going to reply to you. It's that simple. Like you send a DM to someone, they will open that DM. They're not going to be like, this is a scam. I will not risk it. Even if your project looks legit. If you have like 20 followers on Twitter, no one's going to reply to you. That's just the,
Yeah.
you know, the world we live in. Like you have to make sure that you build it up, and it takes time, and it make it part of your business plan. Like make it part of your growth strategy. If you're a small team that's starting, if you don't have those connections, like really prioritize that. And then, you know, you need to do it yourself. You also can't, I mean, obviously, I mean, Marco and the team are there, but I would assume that, like, you know, they're there to supercharge and boost your growth, but you do need to take initiative and do it yourself. So it's very important to, like, you know, connect and build that network and make sure that you know, people are open to collaborating with you, because this is also what the space is about. Like there's a lot of cross collaboration that happens, and some of the most successful projects have those connects.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's definitely something that, you know, you want to see. If you're a nobody in the space, you're gonna risk of being seen as like an extractor, someone that just wants to come in and wants to take, you know, take our soul.
Yeah, so don't take my soul, but that is so true. And in this space, it's really hard to wash away from bad reputation. Like literally, one bad thing that you do can like
It
hurt
will
your
haunt
reputation.
you. It will haunt you. It will.
Yeah,
It
it
will.
will. I agree, and that's why the most bullish thing about founder, from my perspective, is having his heart in the right place.
100%. And you will attract people, like, by also just, you know, when you look at leadership, like if you're a founder and you're in a certain way, like ultimately you want your company to scale with people, right, and resources. Like you need to make sure that, you know, your values get, you know, passed on, and it starts with the top down. When a company and a project has a really, if you're looking to build a community, and not all projects need communities, by the way, but if you are going to build a community, you need to make sure that your mindset is, you know, aligned with your values and what you say, because that is going to be the heart and soul of your community. The vibe is everything, and it starts from the top down. It's always a team. Like there, it's always a team. It's always a team. There's no excuse for that. Like if you have a bad apple in the community and the team is like, you know, in has its head in the right place, that problem is just gonna dissolve. It will not find its place. So this is something that's like also really important. And also, if you're gonna go and work for a team, make sure that you know who you're working with, because that's gonna be also, you know, your day to day and so on, and everything is like pretty much interconnected. So yeah, look at the founder, make sure you have a good mindset, and also if you're a founder, get help. Like, you know, get
Mhm.
coaching, do therapy. Like it's not an easy journey, and it's something that, you know, we don't talk about enough. Like you have to make sure you take care of yourself in the first place. You work out. It's really tough, obviously, to have everything, your all your shit figured out, but I think these are things that will make your life so much easier that people don't talk so much about. Like really, yeah, you have to take care of yourself.
So powerful. I want to also say something that can happen to founders if it goes too good. I went to psychotherapy for almost 2 years. I'm now done with that process. In agreement with my therapist, she said that like I'm good. I can go sometimes if I have a need. But basically, for me. I was going to psychotherapy for last few months only because things are going so good. Nothing bad, but they were going so good that I also had troubles adapting to that, you know. I got stuck in my old behaviors, in my old mindset, and when things started imploding, exploding for the good, I was like, okay, what is this? So I highly suggest therapy to everyone, even if things are going so good as they are for me, and I'm super grateful and happy about that. Just talking about things, seeking different opinions can help because things are overwhelming sometimes, even if they are too good.
Right. It's like you're not, it's that like, I can relate to that. It's like sometimes you kind of like don't believe it and it comes from fear, right? It stems from fear and the place of like insecurity and you feel like, oh, it can't be true. The thing is like if your thoughts don't believe it, you might end up sabotaging and then it's like, and then there's other problems coming through, right? Like, but if that's your, if you can like recognize that you're in that place, then there's only solutions at the end of the day, and it's all a growth experience. And this is something, it's funny we're talking about it in this way, because like with Max, my co-founder, we often think as like having a business and being a founder is more of a spiritual experience, because you
Yeah.
do need to there's so much of that work that you need to do, and and trust that you have to put in things to work out. And it's really, it takes you in such an uncomfortable position that it really tests you, right? It's such a rough like experience. And if you look at all these like practices, it's always about like discomfort. And I feel like entrepreneurship is it's really that, because it's like up and down and you always have to practice letting go. Yeah, I'm actually letting go, let God, that's it. You have to let go of the outcome and just trust that if you're set, if you take care of yourself and your mindset, like things are going to happen, things are going to happen. You just have to trust and let go, and just, yeah, and just let go and surrender, and not be too attached of to the outcome, whether it's like it goes well or it goes bad. It doesn't matter. You're just there serving your company in some kind of way, and you're just doing the thing. And yeah, it's kind of like, and you have to keep your mind, and it's a growth experiment where you have to like work on your fears and your emotions and manage yourself and the way you communicate. And yeah, and Max is saying essentially it boils down to trusting that we live in a friendly universe always. Yeah, and then
Mhm.
an abundant universe that will give you exactly what you ask for. And this may come in so many different ways that you don't necessarily expect. And you need to be, I think the trick with that, and like when people talk about manifesting, you need to be open-minded to the point that sometimes you don't have it figured out, but what you ask is coming as an experience, as a feeling, and you need to be open-minded to receive it in the way that maybe you didn't like necessarily think it would come, right? So yeah, and this applies to entrepreneurship. I think if you have if you have a business, you it's important to practice and to trust, and I don't know, like have a prayer, because when she goes wrong, there's nothing else to do. Basically, you can
Yeah.
either just like, yeah. And what's up, EDK? Nice to see you in Twitch. Good too. We're by the way, like if you're watching this from like Twitter, just head over to Twitch, because I don't know, I can't see it right now, but like I needed like a couple more subs to be able to start building some cool features. The experience on Twitch is really fun. You can like customize it and build like certain bots and so on. So but yeah, I think I'm close to that. So if you're there, just go sub, help a girl out. I'm gonna build some cool stuff for all of you. So yeah, just head over to Twitch, basically.
Your words resonate so deeply with me. Very wise words. I completely agree with that. And just to wrap that up with I mean, it's not my thought, I wish, but Buddha said, the fabric of all the universe is love. And I think that we should believe
Oh, it
that.
is. Yeah, it's so true. And you always have the choice, right? I think you always have the choice. You can there's so many ways to go about and reach goals, but when you do it from a place of love that is like selfless in a way, it's always gonna work out. Like it's literally always going to work out, and you're going to get the best possible scenario no matter what, because it's all about growth. And yeah, that's so wholesome. I love how this like, yeah, I love conquers all. No sleep Koopa is saying. I love how like this stream has become so wholesome. I hope you guys are also enjoying this conversation because I feel like so good right now. But yeah, like that's the thing, right? You can look at life, you can look at like things and entrepreneurship, everything you do from so many different perspectives. If you put yourself and you align yourself with this, with this vision and this intent, look, really observe how things are going to transform, right? How your interactions are going to be transforming. And that doesn't mean being perfect. Like we're still human. We're still going to fuck up. We're still going to like say shit, in a wrong way. It doesn't matter. But if you bring yourself always to that point of love, whatever, however that feels for you, be assured that things are going to start transforming in beautiful ways, and you're going to start seeing magic happen in your world. And especially if you feel stuck, or if you feel like you can't pass, or there's certain things that keep happening, just and you don't know what to do, just try to do that and see how things are just going to be, evolving and
Amen.
changing. And we have a heart from trade rooms. What's up, guys? Congrats also on the product. I can't wait to start booking some hotel rooms with my USDC. But yeah, we were, I know we're coming close to at the end of our stream, but just to like recap, yeah, we've been talking about like the super teams, how everything is organized within Solana, how the ecosystem has been growing. Also very excited to see what the new generation of startups are going to be, coming up on Solana. This was, the Colosseum Hackathon was the largest hackathon ever. And, Balkans have had some pretty sick startups come on. The winners are going to be announced at Solana Breakpoint. So yeah, if you're in town, I'm definitely gonna be there and cheer in the audience. Are you guys organizing? By the way, are you guys organizing anything for Breakpoint? Is there anything that we should be aware of?
Okay, that's a good question. A lot of people are asking, and we might throw a Superteam Balkan Rakia event. Still,
Ooh.
still not sure. We have a lot of things to figure out, but we will do something likely. Yeah, I think.
Okay, keep us posted. We'll
Yeah. Yep. We want to do it, but it depends on if we get the venue and everything set and right. We don't want to throw shit events. That's not our thing. So it depends on a lot of factors out of our power.
Okay, sounds good. Well, keep us posted. For everybody that's gonna be in Breakpoint, I'm excited to see you guys in real life. I'm excited to see you again. It's gonna be
Hey,
almost a year, and yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm excited for Solana. I think it's been really fun, like seeing the space grow in the past few years and like evolve from just really fun like NFT trading. We've had all these waves of like trends and meme coins and whatnot, and now I feel like, we're getting to that point where it's like consumer apps or dApps. Hopefully normies and just growing out of our little bubble of CT, which is great. But that's how, adoption happens, mass adoptions. You need people to be using the tech. And I think it's important to have, apps that look good, that have really solid UI UX, because we're, as CT, I would say we're used to struggling a bit online. Like we're definitely more resilient in that sense, where we will have more time and we will spend and allocate more time into figuring out whether a project is worth it, and if it is, we will forgive bad UX UI. But if you definitely want to make it, as a company, as a dApp, you need to make sure that things look good and they're easy, and I can just like click a button and things will be done for me without having to figure shit out. You know what I mean? Like my mom and my sister and my friends that are not in crypto don't have time to figure shit out. They will not spend time into using an app if they can just use something that's easier, maybe less good or more expensive. Like people want that click, that facility, into doing things, right? they're not nerds like us that need to figure out how shit works. So I think that's the next, in terms of like next generation of like startups that we're going to be seeing is, solving real life problems and also just easy. So much we need easier to use because like we're definitely overcomplicating thing. And as a founder, you need to explain what you're doing in like 2 lines because if you can't, it's already like too complex.
Exactly. Exactly. Believe it or not, but like we had a lot of works with founders trying to help them find that one liner. And basically, the way that I explained all of our startups is the way that it should be done. People need to understand it from 3 seconds, and that's it.
Yeah.
But it's hard sometimes, I understand.
100%, but you need to be able to explain your product. Like you have to. There's no there because you have to. And I know I can speak for hours because Mood Labs. I mean, as a marketing agency, we speak to a lot of early stage founders. Sometimes we don't even understand what the project is. So how can you expect your marketing team to market if they don't understand? So there's a lot, we do a lot of work with that, with refining, and you have to position yourself and you need to know what your product does. And yeah, we need another stream for this. I feel like
Yeah.
we did another stream, but I think it's been super fun to like to chat, and to also discover like what's been happening. I'm super excited for how Solana is gonna grow, and honestly, like I feel like I learned also a little bit more about like how the super teams are organized, how things work. And, I hope that if you've been listening and you're in the Balkans and you are building something cool, just like reach out to Marko and the team. And these guys offer like incredible support. And no sleep, Kuba saying really enjoyed the conversation today. Solid advice. I'm glad. And this is what we're here for. It was really fun to have you, and I'll see you in like a month, not even.
Yeah. See you in
Yes,
32 days.
in 32 days. That's like tomorrow, basically. And
Yeah.
yes,
I just want to say thank you so much for the call. I really enjoyed it. I hope that I managed to share some value with the listeners. It was a pleasure. Thank you for all of you who are listening. If you have any questions regarding Solana, if you are not only from the Balkans, feel free to DM. I can help you with basically whatever you need, except doing your job for you. But I'm here for everyone that seeks a friendly hand. Thank you once again. It was a pleasure, and see you soon.
bye everyone. Thanks, chat. Thanks for everybody that showed up. Big love to anybody that supported the show. Honestly, like so much love for you guys. I'll be live. When am I going to be live next? I think OKX show will be announced soon, so we're gonna be hosting that this week as well. Probably not Wednesday, but Thursday. So a special episode. And and I've got actually some cool guests planned for next week. So stay tuned. And maybe we can get. I want to get the B team. I want to get the B team
Oh,
on.
yes.
Yeah.
Put it in the
I want to
group
speak
right
to those
now.
guys. I want to talk about bees. I'll DM you. We'll make it happen. Cool. All right, guys. Marko, it's always a pleasure. Chat. See you, everyone. And see you soon.
Bye bye.
Bye, everyone.